Good morning, everyone. It's morning time. Haley's here with me.
I did it.
You came over this morning.
You
did that.
I drove here
Good job.
with my own 2 feet. Thank you.
Hi, Subby.
My shirt was a $2 thrift store shirt that I sewed on. So a cool thing in the area is it's called the Scrap Exchange. It's like a thrift store, but for crafting supplies.
It's really cool.
Anyway, they had a huge bucket of just like appliques, and like there were these two that matched, and I bought it, and then we went
They go
over.
so well with that shirt.
I know, I bought it there, and then I went over to the Scrap Exchange thrift store, because by the way, Scrap Exchange is open on Sundays.
Oh, okay.
At both the thrift store and the craft thrift store. Anyway, so I went over there, and then I found this shirt, and then I brought them home, and I was like,
Made to be.
and then I sewed them on.
That Subby was from Spin-A-Trap at 62 months. Thank you, Spin-A-Trap. Did you see this? That wasn't this one.
They tell you to clap
Chaz
now.
did that, yeah. Chaz, so I didn't have to do the math.
That's nice.
I can't do that math.
I don't do math.
Yeah, I don't do math either. So yeah, Haley's with me this morning. Stephen went home to surprise everyone because his grandmother was visiting. So he surprised his grandmother and his parents and cousins. So he is on his way back now.
I think he's staying a little bit longer.
Yeah, he said he was going to go to breakfast.
Yeah. I was like, why go home at 7 a.m.? Like, what's the point, dude?
Yeah.
You're already down there.
Yeah. And you're already going to miss breakfast stream.
And, like, we're already going to kill it at breakfast stream.
Yeah. And then, like...
Doesn't he want to watch breakfast stream?
He said, I'm still here.
Sometimes I can still hear his voice.
I know.
Actually, I think my whole outfit's, like, thrifted stuff.
Your jeans, too?
Yeah, my jeans. I got a thrifted belt.
Hmm.
I got this shirt. I got the appliques that I sewed on there. I also got some other patches because inside of the applique box of old appliques there was also a whole bunch of brownie try-its.
Wow.
Who's old enough to remember the try-its, which I looked it up and they were apparently retired in 2011.
Because they went to circles.
Because there's those ones. There's so many different ones, but I went so down this Girl Scout hole. So I looked. So I remember the try-its, right? So try-its were these triangles. You get try-its, triangles. But anyway, I was reading about how there's a general Girl Scout rule of once a badge, always a badge, meaning that technically you could still earn try-its to this day.
Interesting.
And there were some people who were talking about who were like in like low-income areas, and what they do is they actually still use the try-its because generally people have like a bunch of them they're trying to get rid of, and so they can get them for free, and so they don't have to make the girls pay to get new badges. And so so the thing is, like, if you can get a hold of the badge, like, you can still earn it. Like, they'll retire them, but that doesn't mean that they're like banned or anything.
Neat.
I went very deep down the hole, but I'm very excited because
I like how the try-its fit together.
They're all like little,
yeah, they seem easier to sew than circles.
Yeah, and then what I liked is that, so I got a bunch of the random try-its. They were all like clearly like pulled from somebody's sash, because like I'm like pulling all the strings off of them. And I remember them because one of the things I heard when I was little. But my favorite one is just one that has 3 hearts and just says, "Please," in the center.
Did you look it up? What the badge is for?
Yeah, that was for like manners, and so I was explaining to Alex how you earned the please badge, but I just love it just has like an energy to it that I don't know what the specific energy is, but I am going to put it on something.
Yes, I think that definitely needs to be on something.
It just says please.
Please buy cookies.
Please. I mean, it's basically because the thing is that they're not super in depth because they're for younger girls, and so they're
brownie badges.
They're called try-its, meaning you just have to like try some things, and so it's like, have you tried introducing, yeah, it's like, okay, now it's all coming back to me from this car ride home. You have to like practice introducing yourself and like practice like introducing yourself with like an old person in the room versus a doctor, because there are archaic politeness rules about like people who are like people who have like degrees and like people who are older. And it was, anyway, and you have to introduce someone like they're a new Girl Scout to your troop, and then you get the badge.
Neat.
I went very deep down this hole because we have to drive a little bit to get there, so I had so much time just to read the Wikipedia.
We have a 70-month resub from Mech Mayhem, 66 months from I Spy a Moose, 12 months from Ninmaning, 46 months from Lugia 6, 48 months from Elfie Goldfish, 100 bits from Arcane Leo, and 59 months from Paper Spyro. Thank you. Steven says, oh snap, we're at 70. What? 70 what? Oh, Drek hitting 70. That's what we're at. Yeah. Drek is the first one.
Oh.
So when Drek hits 70, we know we've hit 70 months of streaming.
Oh.
We have a 15-month resub from Strawberry Hearts, 56 months from NG Bin, 300 bits from Ninmaning, who says, well, this will be my last stream I get to see live, at least in Eastern time zone. Oh, Steven says Mech. Sorry, Mech. Mech is. Drek was right above that. Ninmaning says, I'm leaving tomorrow night. I'm so excited for my trip. However, the airline I'm flying on is going on strike tomorrow. I hope this does not affect my flight. Well, safe travels. Hope everything goes well and goes smoothly for you. And I hope you have a great trip.
I hope it doesn't affect your flight, but I also hope that they get what they're asking for. It's a combo. Because you're like, I don't want to be late, but also like, I do want you to get bargaining rights. It's so confusing.
Nimmaning sent 300 bits and said, I'm going to Ireland. It's going to be a good trip. I hope you have a great time. We have a 47-month resub from Padawan Becca, 6 months from Pudsey, 67 months from Incarnato95, 26 months from Weren't Zero, 69 nice months from Skit Scott.
Do you have like a special? Nice.
You just gotta convince Steven to do that. 46-month resub from Super Thingy Mabob, 63 months from Wildfire at 972, 43 months from Nomi Bookworm, and 15 months from Travis Salem VGM. Thank you. Sapphire Becca says, waiting for him to say no.
He wouldn't dare.
No. Strawberry Heart says, do you have any tips for getting a piercing? I'm getting my second lobes done today, and I haven't done this since I was like 8.
Go to someone good?
Yeah.
If you can go to someone who's part of the APP, you should. They are cool. And, otherwise, if they say anything about, like, oh, we're just gonna use surgical stainless, that's not a real thing. Surgical stainless is just like a name that they put on mixed metals to make them sound nicer. So yeah, titanium or gold or something.
Yeah, I've had good luck with titanium at an actual piercer.
Also, our second lobes have been very naughty, so...
My thirds have been.
You're saying so your seconds were acting up too
So my
recently.
thirds had been, but then this second, my middle one here, has been a pain, even though it's over a year old.
Yeah.
But this second has been fine.
Yeah, lobes have been weird. I mean, yeah, this one's still been causing me issues. Yeah, whenever they're like, yeah, it's like definitely gonna be like 3 months, like they're lying. They're full of it.
You shouldn't be scared though.
Yeah, don't be
Hearts.
scared.
Like it does not hurt as much as I remember my first hurting that I got done with one of those piercing guns at like Walmart. Like that hurt more than my second and my third. And that gave me more trouble than my second and my third, like, period, so.
Yeah, lobes aren't too bad.
Yeah. Just keep up with the cleaner they give you and
Saline.
try not to sleep on it. Yeah, it's basically just saline.
Saline solution. Don't put harsh things on it. Go back in to get it downsized.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm still gonna get more piercings, even though I'm a terrible piercing healer. I'm ready. I need something in the middle. It's naked. It needs something in the middle.
I go with you. I'm not getting anything else done.
I'm ready to go whenever, but Dan was thinking about doing something.
Yeah.
And so I'll go with Dan.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I also want to get get them to measure me for a little hoop for this one.
Yeah.
The one I bought, Alex claims doesn't fit, so I'm just like, maybe I should just have him measure me.
Maybe just to be safe, so you know.
Yeah, I'm like, I won't mess around. But yeah, this one's fine. My helix is finally
calmed down.
Yeah. Helix piercings
Carly says, don't
bad.
get 4 in one session.
No.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. Helixes are like the secret worst piercing ever because you catch them constantly. Anytime you hit it on something, it restarts your healing process 100%. So that sucks. So it's been over a year and finally it's settling down. Yeah.
Castellium, does Carly speak from experience? Yeah, Carly does speak from experience.
Most piercers are iffy about doing more than 2 or 3 at once.
Yeah.
And if they're like, yeah, we'll do like 6.
Carly said, mine are healed now, but I regret it because it was hard to sleep after having 4.
Yeah. I sleep on my back, so that helps.
Yeah.
But that's why it's annoying. They're like, oh, well, your piercings are acting up because you sleep. I'm like, I cannot.
Yeah, like you literally cannot sleep on your
I
back.
have a rib cage problem. I'm only sleeping on my back. I don't wake up on my side. It doesn't happen. It's illegal. Impossible.
We have 300 bits from Dishnet who says, need good vibes today. No power, big storms, and lots of work stuff I still need to get accomplished. Good vibes, Dishnet. I hope that gets fixed soon so you can get your things done.
Run power with a bike hooked up to the mainframe.
I already biked today. I can't help Dishnet there.
Well, no, Dish just got to do it
okay.
themselves.
I see. We have 300 bits from Padawan Becca who says, y'all gotta fix these announcements in your sunroom. They're so loud for 9 a.m. Anyway, catching the stream from the, beep, beep. Hope you have a good travels too. We have 110 bits from Paint Chipper. Thank you. 300 bits from Travis who says, I didn't know yak was a thing. I just want a yak. It's a cute alert. Carly says, I'm in the process of making sourdough blueberry bagels. First time trying to make bagels. You're gonna send me one, right, Carly? Right?
It probably won't be very good in the mail.
She can send it. She said sure.
Well, yeah, you're right. If she gets on a plane right now and delivers them immediately...
Hand deliver them to me, Carly.
You got nothing to do.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Bring 2. Yeah, what am I talking about? Yeah, you got nothing to do. Get on a plane. What, do you not like her? Do you not like Mel? Is that what's going on here? You're not willing to just jump on a plane right now?
Sorry, I thought I had a text from Carly. Okay, leaving now. See you. Guest room's ready. Let me know when you're there. I'll come to the airport. We have a 68-month resub from Jem Meepler. 55 months from Writer Book Ninja. We win gifted a sub to Chaz. Thank you for that. 35 months from Shark's Toll. And 300 bits from Squid who says, sometimes I hear Steven's voice. 2 clown.
2 clown.
2 clowns.
Mulan's boring snack. Tiny Eddie's fuzzy secretive bubblegum crackle.
Okay, that was 1,000 bits from Travis who says, now I want an Eddie. Mulan's boring snack. Tiny Eddie's fuzzy secretive bubblegum crackle.
I don't want it to be fuzzy.
I'm personally always, like, grossed out by gum.
Oh, I need it to live.
Like, that, you can have gum. I just personally, like, it makes me, like, at some point, I'm just, like,
that's why you spit
nauseous
it out.
about it.
That's why you spit it out.
And then when people leave at places...
I don't leave at places.
Oh, I know
throw
you don't.
Mine out, but I do it so that I don't bite my nails and so that I don't chew up the inside of my mouth 24/7.
Fuzzy gum, though, Ultra Husk says. Yeah. Fuzzy gum, no. No. We have 70 months from Marvel 410, 30 months from KJ the Quiet One, 70 months at Tier 2 from Drek. Thank you, Drek. 61 months from Luna Boy, 31 months from Reniner, Cosmic Searle gifted a sub to Carly, and then a 53-month resub from T-Mug Celeste. Thank you all. Thanks for all the gift subs this morning.
We did it.
We did it.
I stayed up late, but I wasn't doing anything good. I mean, I guess I took the dog out for a walk. But then I just decided to play Subnautica Below Zero again, because I love Subnautica so much. And when Steven was thinking about playing Subnautica, I was like, I would like to play more Subnautica, please.
I think he should play it. I think it would be good.
It's a really good game to watch people play for the first time. Like, the twist and, like, the first game, like, I mean, obviously not going to spoil nothing, because if anybody does, I will beat their faces in. But, like, the big twist at the start of the game, like, oh god, I love Subnautica. Like, I didn't know I was scared of the ocean until Subnautica. But the thing is that it's just... It's a psychological game. It's a game that gives me so much anxiety, and it's a great example of a thing that like plays with your anxiety in a way that's really fun, because like it's a thing that like freaks me out so many times where I had to like put my controller down and walk away, but like I always wanted to keep playing, and so it's like you feel really good about yourself as a human being at the end because you've overcome your fears.
He says, let's finish Fusion first, and then we'll talk about it.
And then the great thing is, so Subnautica, for the first game, you're just like some rando crew member on a ship who doesn't know anything. Like, that's the whole thing, is you're being dropped, you're being dropped in a survival situation. You're not somebody who's a survival expert. But then the second game has more of a plot. And how the second game starts is that you are a research scientist who's a specialist in aliens, who's a specialist in surviving, and you can handle this. And it's a perfect second game, because the first game, it matches you as a person where you don't know what's going on. And then the second game is the perfect start of like, oh, your character is smart, your character is a scientist, your character you're already getting emails from your friends about how, oh man, they could drop you in somewhere with a paperclip and you'd be just fine. And anyway, it's great. It's
Stephen is in chat. Good. Good morning, or evening for you, rather. We met him. Stephen. Robert.
Okay. Look, I don't know people's usernames.
I figured that I was getting there. I think the anxiety that you get playing Subnautica reminded me most of playing Oberdin.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think, it's 10 p.m. in Japan. It reminds me, like, just kind of getting freaked out just enough. Just a little bit.
Yeah, and it's interesting, like, you definitely get better at it. Like, in the first game, I remember, like, swimming into any cave was, like, so anxiety-inducing because I get really turned around. And, like, but they give you, like, a Pathfinder tool, and I remember, like, clinging to that Pathfinder tool, like, with my life. And then I was showing Alex, as I'm just, like, diving. Alex is like, you have 5 seconds of oxygen. I'll be like, I'm fine, buddy. As I just like dive, because like your brain, you grow more brain, and so now I can swim down into those caves and like spin my controller around in a circle, and I'm like, I'm still M-oriented.
I do like grow more brain.
So it's a game. This is why I like Subnautica so much, because it's like, it's a psychological experience that you legitimately feel good about yourself while you're playing, because you feel so brave and strong, and then also like you overcome anxiety, and it's like a very fun anxiety. It's like you get to like play on the edges of your anxiety in a very fun way, and then like also your grain bros. Yeah, I need to grow some more of it.
Carly says, I need a new game. Should I play it?
I love Subnautica. Also, Alex pointed out, whenever I played it, he's like, this game is so well optimized. Like, this is something I was like, it runs real... Okay, I will say, it has some frustrating issues that they have not fixed. Like, For some reason, I had to start the second game like in legacy mode because it just like wasn't like it's got some like weird issues, and sometimes if you don't turn on one setting, your controller options are switched. So I hate that. But the thing is, like, we're still using like a pretty old gaming PC that we've had for a super long time, and like it looks impeccable. It doesn't lag. It has no issues. Alex is like, "Did you turn the graphics down?" I'm like, "Not really." Yeah, I personally, everybody talks about land jank. I have not experienced land jank, ever. I have experienced when you die and then you respawn back at your base and you're just like swimming in the air. And like, I haven't personally had much land jank, personally. But no, this is, yeah, I hate having oxygen meters in games, trust me. But then this is the game that makes it fun because I enjoy it. I hate it so much. Like, everything about Subnautica I hate. But for whatever reason, everything is anxiety inducing in a way that I like.
Carly, we'll talk about games later. Call me this afternoon.
Sorry, I played like 4 hours of Subnautica yesterday. So my anyway.
We have a 58-month resub from Dragonly, 41 months from Zimmer CJ, and 33 bits from Satsy, who says, happy birthday to my little brother who saw himself out 11 years ago. He would have been 33, miss him always. Wish I could visit his tree. I'll have to celebrate with cake. Best wishes to you today. I'm sorry to hear that. Good vibes to you. And we also have 67 months from Mr. Viperfang. Thank you.
Also, yeah, I was like, I have no idea who Robert's username is, because I met Robert as Robert.
Yeah.
And I was like, who's this person?
I wasn't 100% sure if you had known his username, so that's why I was like...
It had been thrown around.
Here, this.
But no, thank you for the, you know.
We normally don't see him in chat.
Yeah, that was exciting.
It's 9:30 a.m. here.
Is it?
Yep.
No.
Yep, I was up at 5.
Well, don't do that.
I went on a bike ride.
Don't do that.
Yep.
I think we went to Japan. I don't remember, though, because we don't have a vlog to prove it.
I think Steven's a week behind on current timeline. So he has that, and then he can start back there.
There's so much. Even though, like, the start of the Japan vlogs, I'm not even in, because Alex and I went on a side quest.
Yeah. Steven says, Haley asks me literally every time she sees me, as if that will speed it up.
If you finish the Japan vlogs, I will give you back Metroid Prime.
Oh. Jess says, I went to Japan. I know that. I got my photo book. I went to Japan. I got my photo book.
I saw some pictures, but I won't believe it until the vlogs come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother wants to go in a few years, so I'm definitely trying to plan. I would love to go with my brother. My brother's really cool. I have a cool brother. He's not like those other brothers.
I think I've met him once.
Yeah, he's talked about coming down a kid, but like he has like, you know, a child.
Yeah.
And like that's a lot.
That is a lot.
I mean, he's getting older, but I mean, because he's in New Jersey, which isn't like New Jersey's 5 minutes away, but it's
also not as
closer.
far as Wisconsin.
Yeah, and also I can take the train. Alex and I took the train there. Well, back one time. So like, technically, you can. I mean, it's not the most comfortable travel, but you can train there.
Yeah, it's not too bad from here. I don't think you have any transfers from Raleigh Station. So
no, I didn't have any transfers when we went all the way to Birmingham. We took the same train all the way there.
I think that's a different line than the one from here. But
it went through here. Did it? But again, it was forever ago. I don't really remember. And it was a sleeper car. I guess they're all kind of the same there. But yeah. It was great. Yeah, we took one of the times we went to go visit my brother from Birmingham, we flew up there and decided to take the sleeper train back. So we took a train all the way from New Jersey all the way to Birmingham, which dropped us off a block away from our apartment.
That's really nice.
Which was super awesome. That wasn't like the only reason, but it was super fun because my brother actually had a train station in his area so we didn't even have to go to like any far away one. There was a stop right there, and then we just got to go all the way back to Birmingham.
We have an art in the queue. I don't know what this is, but are you ready for it?
Sure.
Oh, it's Steve and his mom and Steven watching Breakfast Stream. They can't see you right this second.
But they'll see me in a few seconds.
Now you can wave. Hi, guys. We have a 68-month resub from Ryan B06. Thank you.
Almost. Close to nice.
Almost. Soon. Thanks, Vagabond.
Oh yeah, there was the horse time.
That'll be Thursday. We'll show that off on Thursday. There will be, horses on Thursday.
I mean, it's not spoilers if it already happened. And people are, like, talking about it in the vlog comments.
Yeah. What else has been happening? I did a race on Saturday. Haley was there cheering me on.
It was an experience.
I did a 10K bike race, and Brandon and Chaz did a 5K foot race.
Did they measure your distance right? I heard that
Yes.
the foot racers got shorted.
Yeah, the foot racers, it was supposed to be a 5K, and it was not quite a 5K, but it was a 10K for the cyclists. And in addition to the 10K I had to do, I had a 2K to the parking, or from parking to the start, and then a 2K back. So I basically did a 14K instead.
We ended up walking like 2K.
Yeah.
It was not well organized.
No, it was not.
Which was very confusing to me, because I'm like, these things have... I mean, I guess this was like a one-time thing.
It was a one-off thing. It wasn't like an annual thing they do.
But everybody looked at us like we were insane. So we're like walking down to the bike area, and like one of the staff members like stops us, and she's like, you gotta turn around, you gotta go back. And we're like, yeah, she did not want us to come and get your bag at all. She was not having it. And she's like, no, it's too dangerous. And I'm like, you sure?
None of the cyclists had even started.
No, nobody had even started yet,
yeah,
right?
And they're like, she's like, it's dangerous.
She's like, you can't go that way. And we're and they're like, are you a racer? And we're like, no, we're here to spectate. And I said, spectate, and she looked at us like,
who would want to spectate the cyclists?
Why would you have friends? And then so we're like, hey, like, we're just gonna walk up there. And they're like, you can't. The cyclists are gonna be coming down this road at any minute. I'm like, again, this is a highway. It's very big. It's very big. And she's acting like the bikes are like going to be going 10,000 miles an hour. And we're like, okay, can we like cross? And she's like, the bikes are going to be coming down here in like 10 minutes.
You could see where I was. Like,
I can cross a road in
less than
10 seconds. And, like, she was, like, offended that we were doing this, like, offended that we were watching, and she was very much acting like the bikes were gonna go 80 miles an hour and, like, sneak up behind us and kill us.
I mean, there were some e-bikes, but they don't go 80.
You know, they
like, top out at 20.
Yeah, like, again, this isn't, like, wasn't, like, a narrow road. Yeah, and we're just like,
this is an interstate that had not opened yet.
Yes.
To celebrate the new interstate, they did a race on it before the cars were on it.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, and they're like, it's like her other friend there was like, okay, like they like let the other guy was a little bit like, just let him cross, what? So anyway, so we crossed and went up there, and then we went back, and we purposely went on the other side because I'm like, I don't want to get yelled at again, like what? But then while we were coming back, we did got to see. Apparently this happened to a different car, too.
Thank you, Chaz. Chaz has our group photo. Let's show that real quick, and then you can tell the best part of the story. So there's the three of us who were participating in the races.
They also didn't want you to get your medal. They didn't have a single volunteer handing out medals to the bikers.
Oh, I found out why.
Why?
Later.
Why?
It was only supposed to be the runners.
Well, good. I'm glad you stole one.
I thought I was supposed to get one.
You paid the same amount of money.
The runners had confetti at the finish line.
Yeah, they had an announcer.
They had medals, participation medals. They had an announcer. They had, like...
Bikes had nothing.
Yeah.
They were scared of you.
They didn't take any photos of the cyclists. So, like, there's photos of the runners, and you can search by bib number and stuff, but not of the cyclists.
What was that?
So we were just kind of an afterthought, like, oh, I guess you guys can do this too.
Yeah, and then they were scared of you.
And then they were terrified of us. They had all these rules that were like, you are not allowed to bring your bike onto the runner's side.
Because the bikes might go crazy when you're not on it and kill people.
But
Yeah,
I missed the best
yeah.
part of the event.
So the best
Haley saw this best part of the event.
So the best part of the event. So apparently this when I told this story, Brandon's like, "Oh yeah, I saw," and he described a similar story but the other way. So apparently this happened. So as Mel was explaining, this was a race happening. So there's a new part of the tollway opening up. So they shut down. So it's not quite open yet. So the tollway is shut down, and so they had it all blocked off, and so it will be a tollway at some point.
Next month, I think.
Yeah, so it's not even open yet. So this isn't like this isn't like that they closed it for like a minute for this race. It is literally not open yet. It does not exist.
Yeah.
Yet. Period. And so anyway, so we pick up Mel's stuff and we're about to go back and we're walking, and from the other side of the tollway we see this big huge tanker truck driving up. This tanker truck and we're like, we all stop because we're like,
And there's tents and like,
and like signage like pointing them like if they're on this tollway they need to get off at the exit because like it's a new section. So like so anyway, so this big old tanker truck comes driving up and we're just going like we're like no we want to watch, and someone's like, "Are you in line for the bathroom?" We're like, no shush we're watching.
Sapphire Rebecca says the actual threat.
We're like, we're watching. And this big old tanker truck just keeps going and we're like, oh sweetie. And so how the setup goes is there's like the biker, and then like half mile, probably more further down they have like all the police and like the whole runner setup, and we're like, no we're just and Stephen just pulls out the camera and we're just like,
He said he's gonna try and grab a still from the vlog footage on his phone.
but anyway, this truck just keeps going down the highway and we're like, you can't, and we're just like, you can't do that, buddy. And it's like real big tanker, right? So anyway, we just keep watching it go, and then we just hear the beep, beep, and so we cross over and we start walking back. It's just for like 15 minutes of just beep, beep. This guy has to back up like an entire mile. Just
Suki Randy says, did they give the trucker a medal though?
And the thing is, because we're just watching, we're like, that's not gonna work, honey. That's not gonna work. Yeah, so then they met all the police, and then they had to go in reverse.
All right, there's an art in the queue. Is this it?
Yeah. That was the truck backing up behind us and going all the way back, because we're just like, nah, sweetie. And so I tell this story, and Brandon's like, oh yeah, I saw that truck. The one carrying all the equipment. And we're like, oh no, we're describing the same situation, but a different truck on the opposite side of the shutdown highway that's never been opened. So apparently on the other side, this happened too. Gosh. On a highway that's not open.
So like the runners also had shuttles to get them to the start. Steven says there's another photo. All right.
It was just kind of, so there's that truck just cruising down there, and like that was when we were standing in front of the bathrooms, just going,
so
let him cook.
Under the overpass where the white vehicles are on the right side, that's where the runners were.
Yeah,
so that's where the runners started and ended, and the photo's taken from where the cyclists started and ended.
Yeah, we were just like,
Brandon says he honked a cheer on the runners, the one I saw.
it was just the kind of thing where we, like, the people around us were, like, so obsessed with if we're in line for the bathroom. We keep stating no. We're like, shh, we're watching. No, and it's not open for, like, a month.
There was only 3 porta potties for the cyclists on our side.
Oh, you didn't have the giant, oh my god, you guys had the best situation. You had the optimal porta potty situation.
Did we?
Yeah, because you didn't have a line that lasted 2 city blocks to use your toilets like the runners did. So we went down to your side and we're like, oh dang, this is great. 3 porta potties was amazing, because the other one they only had like 6, and it was like
there was a lot more people on that
and
side.
it was like a 2 city block line of people trying to pee before the race. You guys didn't even have a line.
Yeah, when I got there, I had to go to the bathroom so bad. And Chaz and Jeff went early to get Chaz there. And I took Brandon because I had to take my bike, and then you guys picked up Steven, did not go as early as we had to go. And Brandon and I are sitting in line trying to turn into the parking lot, still in the vehicle, and like I can see like all the stuff and the porta potties, and it's like I have to go to the bathroom so bad. I drank way too much water this early. And like we had to wait forever to park, and I was not happy about it. And I was like, I have to pee so bad. And then we park, and I have to bike 2 kilometers, and then I can go to the bathroom. And I'm wearing my full kit, so I have bibs, suspender bibs, and my jersey on. And I'm in the porta potty, and like, oh, shoot, and there's suspenders, so I have to take off my jersey and go to the bathroom, and it was a whole thing.
Yeah, at least you got to use the bathroom, because there were a lot of runners who did not. So really, you had
they probably came to use ours, but the lady was like, you can't. You're going to get run over by a bike. They don't start for 30 minutes, though.
But, like, they go really fast. Once they get started, it's just...
They don't have brakes.
It was a lot.
But I'm real proud of Chaz and Brandon and I, because we all got personal bests.
You guys all did really
despite
good.
it being incredibly hot and like a heat index of over 100 that day. It wasn't 100 when we went, but like it was a hot day.
And like the thing that you're on pavement that's like reflecting the heat back
with
up.
no shade because it's an interstate. So
yeah. We brought hats. That's why I have a big stupid hat on. And then also we brought umbrellas. I was like, we can just bring umbrellas. The thing that I hate is that, man, in Los Angeles, like, everybody used parasols. Like, not everybody, but, like, it was extremely common. And I don't know if it's because there's like a higher number of immigrants there who, like, use them back home. Yeah. But, yeah, it was great. Yeah, because, like, my umbrella, I actually purchased it as a UV one because I took public transit when I lived in LA. Yes, we exist. People take public transit in LA. Gosh. But anyway, I'd have my little umbrella while I'd be waiting in the sun. And, like, and then I left here, and then there's, like, yeah, but, you know, the humidity still, I mean, shade is still helpful even in humidity. It doesn't, you know, I don't know. So I'm just like, you guys, you can all just, like, bring umbrellas, and people are like, oh, huh, that's an option. I'm like, yeah, it's an option. I use them all the time in LA. Just bring a parasol. Why not?
But I cut 5 whole minutes off my personal best time.
Oh, dang. That's not.
Because normally I'm not riding on pavements. I'm on, gravel, so like that was nice.
It probably goes faster, right?
Yeah, it's a lot faster. And I pushed myself super hard. And I was talking to Thomas, and Thomas is like, it was your first event. Of course you did. He's like, but you did good. But yeah, Chaz and Brandon also hit personal bests. So it was a good time. I mean, you know, all the other organizational problems aside.
Yeah, they were so overwhelmed by, like, the bike situation. The thing is, like, so
Didn't they push the runner's start time back?
Yeah, they had to push it back. Honestly, I think part of it was because of the bathroom line. Like, I'm not even kidding. Because, like, nobody could run because everybody had to pee and there was not enough bathrooms.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, like, we walked up, like, the line was, like, down. I was like, oh, that's bad. So, yeah, because, like, they acted like the bikes were so much trouble, and the thing is that, like, my race experience are cross-country ski races, which, if you want to talk about equipment,
yeah,
that's everywhere. Yeah. Like, I'm like, you know, bikes are fine.
Mm-hmm. And most cyclists are, like, self-sufficient, can repair a flat, have a flat, a spare tube on them.
Yeah, and like my mom did triathlons, too. So, like, you know, I've been to races where my mom did all those things.
Yep.
Did bike, run, and swim.
Yep.
And I'm like, why are we so overwhelmed? Why are we so stressed out about bikes existing?
I mean, so they did have, like, an e-bike category, so there were some of that. And there was some people who were a bit more casual, and there were people who were way more professional than me, even. I mean, I'm not super professional. I'm still kind of, like, a beginner. And then there was, like, a few children on bikes still. So, I mean, it wasn't all, like, pro cyclists who are doing it. But, like, it was also that way with runners, because you have, like, the people who are serious and are trying to beat their own times. And then you have, like, the people pushing the strollers.
Which, to me, are more serious. Because if you're gonna run, like, because, like, there were people with strollers who were, like, in the, like, beginner pack. Like the first group that came through.
And they tell
and
you,
I was like,
Yeah, Steven says, what about the runners who put their 3-year-olds in the very front of the line? Like, they're like, you know, if you're trying to hit a personal best or, like, whatever, you should be at the front, strollers at the back, and, like, no one listens.
If they try to put... Yeah, what? No, don't do that.
The race Chaz did a few weeks ago, it was the same way with that. Like, he was, like, dodging around people as he started.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super impressed with people running with strollers, but also, like, you should not be in the front.
Yeah. You have basically a large
Yeah,
thing
it's a good way
you.
to get your kid trampled. Like, it just doesn't seem very safe.
Yeah. We have 300 bits from Shy, who says, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Yak. Thank you, Shy. 350 bits from Valix, who says, good morning, Mal and Haley. I have no idea what's happening, but I'm glad to be here. Could use good vibes. We'll elaborate in Discord. Hope all is well with Steven and his parents. Thank you. Good vibes to you. Hope whatever it is going okay. Or ends up going okay. And then we have an 8-month resub from Secret Fury. Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
We survived.
Yeah, we did survive the day. I was quite tired, like, just afterwards. I went home and showered. And then I think I just laid in bed and sat there for, like, 2 hours.
Yeah. I think we're probably the only people who, like, walked to both ends.
Yeah. There were not many people other than the volunteers.
How long did we?
How long did you walk that day?
Yeah. I was like, we just get to walk it for free. Let's see. I know. It keeps a record.
They did have an event where you could run the 5K and then bike the 10K. And I was trying to convince Brandon to do that, because there was no way I was going to run, because I don't like to run.
I would just be too stressed out with equipment.
Well, he was going to use my bike, because then we would have had to also bring his bike, and that was not going to happen. And I was like, you can fit my bike, but he couldn't switch sign up by the time we decided on that.
I don't remember how it shows me my workouts anymore.
Summary on the left. Bottom left. Oh, you have to go into workout. You're into health.
Oh, it's a different app. Workout? That's not a name of an app.
What's it called?
Fitness. I was like,
I have it as a widget.
that's new.
I hit summary on the left. And then, that was Monday, so show more. And then Saturday.
Yeah, so I walked about 1.5 miles. Going back and forth on this highway. Here you go. There we are. Yeah, so there I am on a... Look, there's not even a highway on the map.
Yeah, it's not on Google Maps or Apple Maps yet.
There's no highway on... I don't know, man. It was a lot.
So yeah, that was Saturday. And then I was out this morning. And it was supposed to be nice and cool this morning, but the dew point was not as low as Chaz told me it would be, and it was muggy. It was very muggy this morning at 5:30 a.m. when I left the house.
I think you just sort of assume it's always going to be muggy in the mornings.
I know. And our heat index today is still hot because we have not had any rain, and it's just been a lot.
Yeah.
I've been watering the garden every day.
Like, the pond is almost all dried up. Like, all like there's a bunch of, like, drainage pools around the neighborhoods around me, and there's, like, nothing in it.
Chess says it's going to be worse, unfortunately. Thomas says 4 a.m. crew. Chess said this is the best we're getting for a week. Oh. I had been telling Thomas about how I was going to get up early and go biking. And he's like, I'll go for a walk if you go for a bike ride. And I'm like, okay, my alarm's set for 5. If you don't hear from me by 5:10, call me. And he's like, okay. So at 5:05, I was like, Thomas, I'm up. I'm angry, but I'm gonna go do it.
We just went out for a walk at night, but night's still hot because I saw the heat from the pavement.
Yes. That is...
going off.
That's why morning is better, but it's so
But then it's
early.
morning.
It is morning.
Leica did not enjoy going on a walk. She does
Oh.
not enjoy walks.
No.
She hates walks so much.
It's interesting to walk Leica because you'll be walking and, like, she does not want to be out. Just as someone who doesn't know her as well as you do, because, like, you can totally read her better than me. Like, I can tell she's just like, can we go back? I'm done.
She's like a really good and polite walker, and then you turn around to go home, and then she's like, ugh!
Yeah, she's very ready to be done. Once she realizes you're done and you're headed back, she is very happy.
She's finished.
But I really like when she sees other dogs. Because she'll start to like... She'll look at you like, do you see this dog? Can you believe the audacity of this other dog to be out here with me?
Because I worked at her. She's a little bit reactive on walks. I mean, not like attacking, but
No.
she gets upset. And so one of the things that we've been working on is watch. So whenever she sees another dog, she has to watch. And so that's why she looks back at you, because she's like, I'm supposed to stare at you now, and I don't.
She's so good. She is the best dog.
This. Yeah, she does not enjoy. She doesn't like being outside.
No.
And
I've noticed when I walk her, if I go more like into the trees or something, into the woods, like not on a street sidewalk, she gets like more dog.
Yeah,
she acts more dog.
Yeah, she doesn't like streets very much. Like, you know, the thing is, like when we're at my parents' place, like we let her run around the yard, and she enjoys that quite a bit. Like, she doesn't really like roads, but yet she hates roads. But yet she will only go to the bathroom on like the very edge.
She does like
as close to the street as
between
possible.
the sidewalk and the street is her favorite place.
And like she goes like all the way to the edge to the curb, and then like a car passes by, and she looks at me offended, and I'm like, you are the one who chose this spot to use the bathroom. And she's like, I'm so scared. And I'm like, you have like 6 feet you could have kept from the road.
She is so fun.
Yeah, she just gets upset when she sees other dogs. She's just like, why?
She gets that look on her face, but she's not like...
Yeah, she's not like lunging and biting and like freaking out. She's just upset.
She's like, do you see this dog? Like, that's just it. That's it. Nothing more than, do you see this dog?
How dare they? And then, so yeah, sometimes if we have to pass close to another dog, we'll put her into air jail. Because then when she's in air jail, she controls herself. Because I just, don't want her getting mad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can't handle this.
How long have you had her?
We got her 2017? Yeah, 2017.
So like 7 years?
Yeah, she's somewhere around, because when they got her, they said she was 3, but I feel like she was closer to 2. Yeah, if you pick up your dog and when you pick up your dog and because they can't control themselves, it's air jail. Yeah, her feelings on cats. So actually when we were in Japan, there were people who were watching her, and the first family had an elderly cat. And the thing is that like I had a small dog growing up, like, and cats put her in her place very quickly. Like, like she ran away from the house, ran down to the neighbor's house that had some outdoor cats, and we were like, well, and then we heard a yeep. She ran all the way back home with a big old scratch in her nose, and we're like, well,
it's roll, Stephen.
You deserved it. He's trying so hard. But anyway, he stayed at this family with this older cat, and they're like, how is she about cats? And we're like, to be completely honest, I don't know. I'm like, she's not spent a lot of time around cats. I'm like, she does like chasing things, but the thing is that if the thing isn't like a thing that's just like running away from her, like, she's a coward, right? And so we got pictures where they said that at the end of it, like, they weren't buddies, but they were able to hang out in the same room, and there's a very good picture of the cat just judging my dog from the couch as my dog is on the floor, knowing her place. But I told him, I'm like, I have no idea, like, whatever you want to do, but it was very funny. And we
Are you gonna try and find it?
Yeah.
Okay.
When did we go? We went in March. And so it ended kind of. This is sort of how I expected it would end, because she's a good dog. She's doing her best.
Yeah. And her best is very good.
Her best is pretty good.
Yeah, you have really worked a lot with her.
I suppose I can just open up the Dog Time app.
The Dog Time app?
It's called Time to Pet.
Who named that?
I don't even know. So
We have 300 bits from Seemingly Jess, who says, today's the 2nd year adoptiversary for my cat Odie. Aw.
Congrats. Yeah, Leica's adoption anniversary is the 15th of July.
That's coming up.
So it's almost then.
And we have a 52-month resub from Melmer. Thank you. And Steven rolled beans. Thank you, Steven.
Okay, that's the second house. Still the second house. Still the second house. There she was chomping.
Kepler is around.
Here we go.
Kepler was not thrilled that Steven was gone.
Let me post angry cat. I think they
There's
said the
different
cat's
art
like
in the
13.
queue, so I'll play that while you're doing that.
Yeah, I think they said the cat was like 13 years old. So, a wise cat.
Super Grain Bros. Thank you, Sapphire Becca.
Gotta grain your bro.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've posted in the stream chat of the cat staring at my dog.
We have a 7-month resub from Twin Dragon of Chaos. Thank you.
It's a good picture. She did good. I like that first house. I think I definitely... The second, I mean, so everybody she stayed with has been great.
All right, here's the photo.
The cat just...
Look at Leica.
If you want to know what Leica's like with cats, that's doing her best.
She's so interested, but being so respectful.
I am looking respectfully. I'm just like, a cat could beat up Leica.
Yeah.
I don't have any. I don't have any. Like, I'm not like my dog, super cool and tough. Yeah,
Sassy says, I know the pecking order. I belong here.
Yeah.
Leica, probably.
She and the cat never fully bonded, but were able to get them in the same room without growling and hissing at each other. I'd say that's a win. They learned to coexist.
Yep, that's definitely a win.
And honestly, that's great. Like, if that's where my dog ended up with the cat can coexist. I'm like, that's fine.
Steven says cats have razor blades for hands, so dogs learn their place quickly.
Yeah, I think I told him, I was like, if I come back and my dog has a scrape through her nose, that's her fault. I will not be mad at your cat, because she's like the size of some cats. I mean, most are smaller, but there are some very big cats, because she's like 23 pounds.
She's bigger than Kepler. She's bigger than Venser, too. But not by a whole lot. Like, Carly has a cat and a dog. So she has Cat and she has Sadie. And Sadie is obsessed with Cat. And will just, like, herd Cat around the house. And Cat just doesn't want anything to do with Sadie.
Oh man, have you guys heard the like trick with like vacuum cleaners, which kind of has worked for like has never been, to be fair, has never been like super terrified of vacuum cleaners or anything. But like she doesn't love them, you know. I can tell they make her nervous. And I was seeing online a trick of scolding your vacuum cleaner in front of your pet that's scared of vacuum cleaners. And so I tried it, and like it honestly kind of worked. Like it didn't like leave the room. Like, so I turned it on, and Leica gets scared, and so you turn it off, and you're like, no, bad. So you're like, I'm watching you. How dare you scare my dog? Bad. And so you punish the vacuum cleaner, and like it like works.
And she's better about it now.
So try it out, because people are like, this is so stupid. This should not work as well as it's working. But something about like having your pet watch you punish it works.
Carly said, if Cat moves, Sadie moves. Cat is Carly's cat. Sadie is Carly's dog. We have 300 bits from Shy, who says, Leica no protect, but at least of all, she definitely no attack.
Leica protect, no attack.
No attack.
Leica protect and bark and get all big and puffy.
Yeah, she's a very good dog.
Yeah, she's not really she's a lover, not a
She's
fighter.
definitely a lover.
But she is also a dog that tries to bark to be like, look, I'm scary, I promise. Please don't attack me. I'm so scary. And I'm like, oh, honey.
Pancake to the floor. Don't look at me too much.
I think probably like the most like on defense I've ever seen her. I think we actually talked about it like way back on the vlog, like the first time we showed Leica on the vlog. Alex at the time was working on a VR on location arcade thing, and so he had like the headset and everything, and he had put the headset on and he had walked. He was setting up like the external camera so like that you could like see what's going on. And he walked into well, it was our bedroom where my office was, and Leica was on the bed with the headset on, and Leica almost died. Like
She did not recognize him?
It was the scariest thing she had ever seen. We hadn't even had her very long, and she like tried to jump in front of me and like protect me with her life. and we're trying to explain. Alex is like, it's me, but like I've never seen that. That's probably like the most like aggressive I've ever seen her in her entire life. Was her being like, this is my house that I just got, and now there's a robot in it. It can't be here.
Sometimes, like when I've been over there watching her while you've been out of town, like every so often she's just like, this person on the street, not okay with them, and she'll bark at them, but not every person on the street. Just some. I don't know. We have a 20-month resub from Portalbeard. Thank you.
The other night, I guess this was like a month ago or maybe more at this point, but there was someone outside walking their dog, and I immediately heard it as, this is another person with an anxious dog, because I just hear somebody talking to their dog like how I talk to my dog. And Leica like got like all puffy because there was someone loudly talking outside our window, and then she like jumped up to like bark, and then she like listened, and then she just like gave up because the person was just like, come on, you can do it, it's okay, we can be brave, we can. And I'm like, do you hear the Haley voice coming from this other random lady? and then she was like, this dog is not a threat.
No.
This person is not a threat. Yeah, Leica does like to watch. But she also knows she's not supposed to bark because we've always lived in apartments, and so every time she does bark, she does look embarrassed.
Yeah.
And then she'll switch to doing the sad little... You know those dog noises.
She makes so many noises. Kepler makes like 2. Lately he's been going when he's mad at me. I've noticed. Like, he's been getting all the sink drinks he wants because it helps with his kidneys. And then like, if I go over and I'll like grab my hairbrush so I can like use it because he's at my sink always, he just kind of just this like,
how dare you?
How dare you?
Yeah,
if I've held him and I set him down, he'll huff and then walk away. Portalbeard says, you mean his sink? Yeah, he does not go to Steven's sink at all. It's my sink. And it is now Kepler's sink.
Yeah, Leica makes big huffs a lot. Her little sides go out. Just inflates.
I'm only one man says he's getting sassy as he gets older. He is. He's getting so sassy. Alright, things that are coming up, because we can start to wrap up. I'm streaming at 1. I'm going to paint at 1. And I finished all my paintings, so I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do yet. I think I might do a study of a sky that I'm going to be doing for an upcoming painting. I don't know, maybe on an 8x10? Because I have a plan for a painting that's going to be happening. And I need special supplies because I'm going to build the canvas from scratch and stretch it completely. And those get here tomorrow, so that's not today's stream. So I'll be doing that at some point soon because I'm going to do a painting for that. Otherwise, Steven is doing Metroid Fusion tomorrow at 1 here on this channel. Otherwise, it's breakfast stream and then normal Friday streams. I think that's it. Steven says, yep. Anything else, Steven? Anything I'm forgetting?
Jepsen will be back in town.
Yeah, hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Vagabond pinned a vlog called The Best Protein Bars You Can Buy. So, there's a vlog out, I guess. Oh, Kippy, you came upstairs. You've been downstairs. Welcome to the up place.
Whenever Kepi's on the stairs now, he gets real mad at me and hisses at me for a very long time. And I'm like, why are we protecting the stairs? And also, I've been here a lot.
You have been here a lot.
But
he's loafing at the top
whenever
of the
he
stairs.
sits there, if I walk up by him, he gets really mad at me.
Oh, Wildcat.
I'm like, I didn't even sneak up on you. You watched me walk up the
He is
stairs.
staring at us right now. Hi.
What's all that food you've left on the floor?
He didn't want to eat it. He's done with dry food right now. He's only into wet food.
Thought he only liked dry food.
I know. Right now it's wet food. It's been a whole thing.
Can't relate. I just have a dog that's just a nice little dumpster.
Eats whatever she
I mean, she gets
is
weird
given.
about like apples and fruit sometimes, but
Yeah, right now we only like wet food. And it's almost wet food time, so. Alright, Haley, thanks for joining me here while Steven is visiting family. And thanks everyone for being here. And I will see you in a couple hours for painting over on my channel.
go watch the painting.
Go watch the painting.